I'm done building Kirovs. I just scrapped every Kirov I have in production. There's no point making them anymore. I got a different ship that takes just as long to make. Fucking 395 days to make one. Jesus fuck. Making navies is hard.
Which one is it? The Canassus or the Canassus, Kansas? Those are battleships.
Yeah, I bought the Kansas and the Michigan to test them out. Check out what was better.
Ooh, interceptor. Should I buy the F-22D Raptor? Yeah, why not? I'll get the Raptor. Holy fuck barrels. They want $39 billion for that. I mean, I can afford it, but I mean, shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with my MiGs. I'm thinking. This is twice as expensive. And here's the thing about this MiG. It's a high-flying plane. Its altitude is not, or its altitude is higher. Its reaction time's not as good, and its range isn't quite as good either, but the thing about it is you can't hit it very well because it's so high. In fact, your F-22 can't even hit it at all. Sure, the MiG can't hit ground targets, but it doesn't need to. It's a high-flying fighter. It just needs to be able to shoot down other planes, which it can do just as good as that F-22. And the MiG is half the price in every way. It's like half the goods, half the maintenance, half the upfront price to build. So I'm just going to stick with the MiG. You know, if I decided to attack Mozambique first, I'd already be ready, but going around Africa to get to Namibia takes a minute. Research complete. Chemical weapons protection.
Ooh, nice. I can get some more text from Russia. Finally, some stuff opened up.
Remember, anything you're catching up on, I'm likely ahead of you on.
Yep, you have them.
This is the stuff I've been buying.
That's right.
Oh, wait a minute. You just got military systems integration. Oh, baby. Check your messages. Do you know what time it is? It's T-14 Armada time, baby. Get that shit pumping out. I want to see Pakistan flooded by T-14 Armadas. I already have 53 of them. Let's get more T-14 Armadas than even Russia has.
That's it. That's my only tank.
Hell yeah. Fuck the T-94. Fuck the T-90A. T-14 Armada. Let's go. My plan is to just land as much as I can at Walvis Bay. They have a seaport and an air base, but there's no barracks here. They have a small village next door and a bunch of uranium mines that can provide supply. I'm gonna work my way down that road and just basically just try to take over the capital. The infrastructure here is just dog shit garbage anyway. They only have one land production, and I think it's next to their capital. Whenever I get that, I'll probably build it up. I can see they have some good garrisons in the capital, so it's safe to say they will have some garrisons out by Walvis Bay. They're probably not going to have a large military. It's probably going to be a bit of a curb stomp, but having the units down here won't be too bad, because then I could just take Botswana real quick as well. Later on, once I have a good force in South Africa, a good force in Madagascar, and everywhere else, it won't be as bad, but my military is not the largest right now. A fifth of it is down here. A little more than a fifth of it is going to be attacking South Africa. There's more, but I don't want to send more just in case something happens. I feel safe in the Middle East, so I sent most of what I had there. And I sent most of what I had in Thailand because I knew I could get more units there quickly anyway. But I want my home islands and around Thailand to be very well protected. Malaysia, where all the rubber is. Middle East, I don't care as much about. There's really not a lot here that I care about, honestly. I could lose all of this and I wouldn't really mind. It's not that important to me. I didn't even want it to begin with. If it fell, I shrug. So long as they don't get Iran. That I'd care a little bit about. Is uranium. But I have so many friendly units there. Like, my allies could protect all of that for me. There's Saudis just sitting on my uranium mines, guarding them, as it is. Probably defend Israel for me as well. I don't know how good they'd be at defending these locations for me, but they're clearly showing they're willing to try. Hell, even you have a fucking anti-air launcher in Syria. Wait, you have fucking bombers down here already?
Yeah.
They're gonna run out of fuel and have to leave. There's no point in having them here already, but holy fucking shit! They traveled very far to get here.
That's my point. I wanted to see what they could reach and their time over target.
I mean, you could just look at their fuel capacity for that. You didn't have to do this. They can go 18,200. You're about 3,000 away. So yeah, your bombers could come down here. I'm finally about to unload that unit that was stuck in Yemen. I've been barely paying attention to it, but I finally unloaded the unit. South Africa has a few ships, but they're pretty weak. There's very few of them. Or is this Namibia? No, Namibia. But that shouldn't stop me from landing if I just start up real up close and just dive bomb my ass in there. Which is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna dive bomb my ass in there. Like, I'm gonna send all the regular merchant marines onto Walvis Bay, and everyone else is going to go 1 hex, probably south. I could probably aim for north. But either way, I just want them to focus on Walvis Bay and making that fall. There's only, like, there's dog shit on it. There's fucking nothing. This is nothing. An anti-tank. I'm sure there's some garrisons, but a light infantry, this is gonna fall in seconds.
God, all they have at the capital are a bunch of housers.
There will be more stuff. A lot of it's probably in reserve. So much of this stuff belongs to my allies. Oh my god. So many of our allies have units here. The moment I take that stuff over, they'll start helping me too.
Oh, that's funny. I actually have techs that the US doesn't have. It's funny.
Yeah. We're going full throttle. The AI doesn't research things, very evenly, by the way. Just seeing how much naval forces they have, actually. This is the riskiest landing I've done yet, in terms of that. Why... Wait, what? Did they just move all their units off the seaport? Did they just do that? They did. They just moved all their units off the seaport, and they don't have any garrisons on it? Forget what I just said about risky. Jesus fuck.
Be able to find out in a second. I just put a spy down there. Hang on, give it a minute.
I can see there. I know for a fact they have no garrisons, and they moved all their units off.
Well, then you might want to hurry up and take it before they put them all back on.
I'm doing my best. I got like 2-3 more units on the way. Actually, more than that. I have 7 more units on the way. Oh god, their units are moving back. There's no more time.
I told you.
I'm out of time, man.
Go, 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 go.
It's it. It's time. We gotta go. There's no more waiting. Their units are on the way back. It's time to land. Just everything. Get in there. You guys, go to the port. You guys, you just, go right there. And everyone get your ROE back. And let's go, baby! Living like Larry. Here we go. War declared. The forces are landing. The forces, they had aircraft, but it's okay. We're landing, we're overwhelming, we're swarming. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, they're rushing. Look at all their units. Oh, you wanna go? You wanna go? It's a little bit of a swarm. Hey, they have MiG-23 Flogger Bs. Alright, I got an advanced force that's just starting to cut away at them. I took their uranium mines. Their units are literally no match for me. They're swarming me with anti-tanks from like the 60s. I don't know what that's gonna do.
I don't know. Bounce off the hull on your tank. Guy in the T-14. Boom! What's that noise?
So we're fucking them up down there, in the desert where they charged us. I'm riding their roads. Oh, supply line's a little fucked because of supply. That's okay. I got a bunch of units down by their capital. We're charging pretty well and pretty nice right now. There's not a whole lot of supply in this area to work with, though. Is my only concern. I have very few locations for supply here. But I am right outside their capital. There's just a garrison and a fucking howitzer sitting on it. I got one of their military complexes, so that should help me get some supply. That's good. A lot of their retreating units are reaching the capital, but mostly injured units. Nothing too bad. Their garrison, one of their only units there, is almost dead. Garrison dead, thanks to your planes there. Took the capital. And yeah, that's most of it right there. There's not a whole lot more to this country. I haven't lost a single unit, but I just took over their capital. They moved their new one all the way down south. Here, let's try and put a lot of these units that are trying to... Where are they even trying to go? Madagascar? You know what? That's smart. But you know what you're going to do instead, right? You are all going to go land at their new capital for me. This is going to require so much infrastructure overhaul, man. Oh, this is awful. This will fill up with supply naturally once I take it, but some things are going to have to get overhauled to ensure this gets more supply. For sure. An airbase seaport on the same hex? That's disgusting. An extra seaport, you know, maybe just something in the desert to produce supply in general. These towns, for example. Alright, here comes the invasion force for the southern port.
Invasion fort.
Invasion port for the Forden sort. Let's go. Caught a spy from Bosnia-Herzegovina. Goddamn Bosnians trying to start another world war. Alright, we're landing. We took their capital. It was that easy. Let's go, boys. What else is there? Like, what else is there? There's one thing to the north.
Oh, Dagana something or other. Oh, there it is. Rundu. It's her new capital. Northwest.
Yeah.
Northeast.
Wait, what? Oh, all the way in the north there. Rundu. Wow. That's way up there, yeah. I need more sources of fucking supply for this shit, man. Look at all this fucking infantry from... What is this? Senegal? No, Guinea. Guinea just running around as well. Just holding territory for me.
Yeah, my allies didn't give a shit to help me.
Well, these units were already here.
I know, but still.
No, it still feels bad. You need to help me. I want you to help me.
Exactly. I'm going a better time to answer myself.
Alright, I'm sending some units up north. I'm amazed that we have the supply to do this. They have 4 garrisons and an anti-tank sitting on there, but let's see what a rush of units can do. I'm trying to stay on the road as much as I can. Most of their garrisons are already mostly dead. One of their garrisons is good health. We killed a garrison. Alright, anti-tank dead. Another garrison down. Another down. One left. And we step on this small village and a barracks. Bam! That's taken. Beautiful. 2 more villages left in the entire fucking country. Alright, let's see if we could just go straight for Rundu. I'm amazed that they're still fighting. I'm really, honestly, kind of amazed that they didn't just give up. But here we are. Oh, they have a road going all the way to the east. All the way to the east down there, just linking up with a giant road system that just spans African countries. That's pretty interesting. Honestly, Africa should not have this many roads. It needs rails.
We took their capital.
Alright, I took their new capital. There's literally one fucking thing left in this entire country. And of course, that's their new capital. There's one singular APC that's proving to be a giant nuisance for some reason. I don't mean the one up there, if there is one. I mean one down here that keeps cutting my supply lines. It's like literally one shot from dead. And now it's dead. It was being such a nuisance that whole time. But it's fucking dead now. I can't believe I have T-14 armadas that I'm using to invade Africa. This is the stupidest shit I've ever heard of. I also just have way too many troops here. Once again, I sent way too many.
Yeah, I don't think you needed this much. Maybe like half would have been good, if even that.
Well, better safe than sorry, right? The garrison is out. I got more offensive units coming up to engage it. Come on. Get this bitch down.
Yeah, it's dead.
All these fucking Anders. Whose fucking units are these? Equatorial Guinea? Oh, Equatorial Guinea must be allied with these guys too, or not allied, but have a mutual defense. Yeah, Equatorial Guinea has a mutual defense with these guys because they're trying to defend them. I took the capital. There's not a single town in this country that I do not own now. Let me tell you, we're gonna get some fucking rail lines up here. Country's dead though, they surrendered. Amazing. We're gonna get some rail lines up in this country. Let me fucking tell you. Should I keep... You know, usually I don't go around dismantling every road. But I feel like I should dismantle every road here. Because Africa is so barren of... Like, I either need to make my own sources of supply, or I just need to replace all these roads with rail so I don't need supply to get around.
That's a lot of useless road.
I mean, the supply hasn't spread yet. It will spread. For right now, though, it's just, I'm just looking around. Like, I mean, South Africa, for example, is a little more dense. It can do with roads, but all this stuff, I feel like roads is pushing it. No matter who I would invade next of my targets, there's no easy way to do it supply-wise. I think I'll keep the roads in place and I'll put my own supplies because I need to set something up on the border anyway if I want to project my supply far enough in to do anything anyway. I got a tourist attraction, amazingly. Scrap all their fucking industry of just all kinds. Anything they have that I don't want, we're getting rid of. We have land production here now. Where's the air bases in this fucking hellhole? There's not a lot. Is there any? Okay, wait, yes, there is. There's an airfield and an air base, both on the pier and the port. Well, we need an air base that's gonna go on the military complex. That's important. Put one in the north on that little split in the road, probably. That seems like a good place to put one. I'm gonna scrap the southern airfield and the southern sea pier. I'm probably going to put a seaport down there or something. Yeah, put a seaport there so I have another method of supply generation. Probably link the north and southern one by rail or something. There you go, link that by rail. A rail line in the west as well. That seems like a good idea. Kind of mimicking what they did in the center, but at a further range, because that'll help move things along. There's so little bases of supply here to actually utilize for anything. Huh. I just need to end up, like, I'm gonna need to make, once there's supply in the area, if it spreads that far on the very border, on the roadway, I'm gonna need to place down a fucking military base with a fuck ton of supply depots. Like, I want max supply production there so that it just spills off and down the road and supports my push into their territory. My supply is currently spreading, slowly.
I see it radiating off your port right there.
Yeah, that port is, because I had that port the longest, it's had the most time to generate stuff. But the middle is, like, everywhere that has a town is going to start accumulating this stuff. I'm putting an air base in the middle, too, so that will help. I'm waiting for it to spread eastwards towards the border so I can start building there. Putting an air base in the north, too, at that little fork in the road. I feel like I need another one at one of those southern forks. I mean, I do if I want to project supplies enough to actually invade South Africa from here, but I don't want to invade South Africa from here. I want to invade it from Botswana because I could be right next to their capital and not have to worry about supply. They have an air base there already. Anyway, and the good news about this south of here not being very supplied is I know South Africa couldn't really afford to invade me from the south either. Maybe I shouldn't build a seaport in the south. Maybe I should just leave that as, like, dead country. Does South Africa have naval production down here somewhere? They must, yeah. I mean, clearly, yeah, they have one naval production, so they have something somewhere. Let's find it. Where is it? It's all the way in the east. Okay. That's not bad. I was like, I want naval production in South Africa at some point. I just don't know where to put it. I don't know if I should put some over here or put some over there. I mean, I could do with putting some over here. I could make, well, a supply wouldn't go that far, but I was like, I could make something all the way in the northwest and then connect that and have that radiate supply.
Now, if you want me to help you out through by proxy with the South Africa, you better get them to declare war on you.
I don't need that, though. By proxy means that you don't have to declare war. You could just fight.
I thought my troops wouldn't do anything.
No, they would. If you have mutual defense with me, you can fight through my territory.
Ah, okay.
That's all you need, mutual defense, and you can fight through someone's territory.
Okay. Well, I figured maybe if it was like if they declared war on you, that was the only way. But
no. That's the only way for you to be able to declare war, not to be able to fight in my war. That's different. And once I end up taking Botswana, there's another, like, fork in the road area. I can delete whatever supply base I'm going to make where I make it and just put an air base at that fork in the road they have there, and also connect it up north a little better. I'm still doubting the road system. I don't feel like this is industrialized enough to justify roads. Also such a long distance to make roads over. Oh, I got a comment from some dude who thinks he knows more about this game than me. Because he saw you scrapping your roads for rails, and he says, LOL, he scrap roads and treasury go lower and lower. GDP per capita, people. To sum up what my reply was basically the roads barely affect GDP per capita. You're not as knowledgeable about SRU as you think you are. I said some shit in the middle. Most of the playthrough, we can barely keep inflation under 7%. We haven't deflated even once. Oh my god. I've turned off the unit map, and now the game is running so smoothly. Jesus Christ, it's running so smoothly, it feels like the DPI of my mouse has sped up.
Where'd you go do that? The options?
In elements, next to filters at the bottom right, there's a units and HUD thing. And you can just turn off seeing any units on the map. I'm doing this because I'm working on the roads, and the roads are covered in my mass of units that I'm refusing to let move. And I'm deleting every single fucking road in this country. This is the first time I've ever done this to a country, but Africa should not have roads. Until it gets industrialized enough, it has no fucking business having roads. And South Korea and Japan formed an alliance. Welp.
Oh, well, there went that.
Hope no one was planning on invading Japan.
I wasn't. Hope you weren't excited about it.
No, I was specifically trying to avoid conflict with them.
As long as India doesn't ally with one of them. If India allies with either one of them, I'm like, oh shit. Well, maybe not so much Japan, but...
Yeah, maybe not Japan, but South Korea, that's the real problem.
Or Russia. Like, either one of those two, just don't ally with them.
They can ally with anyone else in the world except for anyone stronger than them.
Yeah, that's the rule.
And then I ally with them. The final boss was me all along. I've never done this to a country. It feels wrong. Just getting rid of their entire road system. I mean, the rails will be cheaper, but that's not even why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because there's just such little here, and I either have to build up and spend so much money making the supply here work for all this territory, or I just replace it with rails so that my units can move without supply and function in bare minimum supply things. And I have an entire island that works just like this. My island connecting to Papua New Guinea has no roads, only rails. And when I take Papua New Guinea, probably going to delete their roads, but they don't have this many. And I'm just going to build up with rails, because that entire fucking island is a jungle. And I'm not planning on building it up like crazy anytime soon, so there's not enough supply to make roads even work.
So I'm looking through the United States nuclear land launch, and kind of funny, this missile, Midget Man.
Yeah, Midget Man, yeah, and the fucking Japanese, they had the midget submarines.
Oh my god.
Did you not know that?
Funny name for a new... No, I know, the what is it, the suicide submarines that they built?
I mean, they could be picked up, they weren't suicide, but...
Some of them? No, it's like a human torpedo that they made.
Oh no, the midget subs are mini submarines, which is why they're called midget subs, that can be deployed from a bigger submarine, or otherwise ship, but usually a bigger submarine, and operate independently. I have to delete this entire fucking roadway, headed east to nowhere. All of Namibia's roads are almost deconstructed. I'm on the final leg in the northeast. I'm about to sever a roadway connecting like 3 or 4 different countries. Be gone! I'll do this to Botswana too. It means I can also make more direct links as well, because the links that we were working with here were not very direct.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, like roads curving around shit, not even like...
I have to wait a little bit for it to...
Whoa, what the fuck just happened?
Angola declared war on me.
Declared war on you.
Okay, that's not who I was expecting to fight. I don't have any roads up there. You know, Angola, I really don't know what you plan on doing about supply when you try to invade me. Because there is none. They didn't even have that much war justification, man. They just took like a 30-40%, no, okay, 20% hit or some shit.
Let me get my forces down there and I'll declare war on them.
Why do you need to declare war? What's happening?
They're declaring war on my ally. And if you don't want the population, fuck it, I'll take it.
Well, I mean, they have some uranium that I want.
You'll have enough uranium.
I mean, shit, dude. I mean, you really want it so badly. You want to try to take over the whole fucking country, go ahead, but, like, they're still going to attack me is the problem. Like, I have to fight them. Do you even have enough forces here to make a separate invasion?
I should. But like I was saying, I'll wait for them to, you know, you distract them, and then when the time is right, I'll say, hello, boom, take their capital, and then, like, divide and conquer, man.
If you do that, I'm not going to get the uranium.
I won't take their last capital until you...
Well, they might surrender after the first one. It happens. I can't construct roads going up there, rails, yet, because I'm still deconstructing the roads that were already there. I got a rail line constructing on the west, but that's going to take forever to finish. Okay. Alright, sure. I mean, I don't have to worry about Namibia getting invaded by anyone else. Even if Botswana wants to hop in, where are they going to move? Like, where's their supply going to come from? I have none. I have no road or rail systems and nothing really that they can take to give them supply. Angola has some things that they can take to give them supply, so I have to fight Angola. But South Africa and Botswana have literally nothing to give them supply. Okay, sure, fine. Wow. Forgot how much fucking military production Angola has. Namibia is going to get some more. That's just something I'm going to do first and foremost. Where the fuck is land production? Here it is. Not here, but here. We got 2 more land productions down there, because they're going to be my little base. I'm probably going to... Does Botswana even... Okay, Botswana has 1 production. I'm probably going to delete it, too. I pretty much have only 1 real path I can take with supply, and that's just going up the west coast. Until I get to this little fork, and then I can head east towards the uranium. But I might be able to finish them quicker if I just go for the capital. Fuck, I don't know, dude. But then you're gonna come out of somewhere like, hey, man.
You want to just take the southern half, and then I'll focus on the north?
If the push goes well enough, I don't even know when you'll get here.
Shouldn't take me that long. I'm already sending troops on the way, but I'm sending them down to you.
Well, if you're sending them down to me, you're not gonna capture any territory. And then there's no point to declaring war. You realize that, right?
Yeah, I guess I could land my troops right there on, Cabininda, or whatever it is. You have a pier right there I can land.
And here's another problem if you take the north and I want more uranium. Now I have to go through your territory to get to Gabon. Because Gabon was another uranium target I was looking at.
That's fine, you could have Gabon. I mean, there's hardly no uranium in freaking Angola. I see a little patch right there and that's it. It's like hardly nothing.
Well, yeah, but if I'm going to fight their whole military, I want to go get some uranium. Not just absorb the entire military, sit around and wait for you to take them over.
No, I know. I'll declare war on them when I get close to the port. I'll just avoid taking any of their capital cities. That should allow you... I'll stick to the northern end. That should allow you to come up from the south, take their capital, and then get your uranium.
Oh boy. Luckily, I've had enough time to at least build up supply. Where is all that fighting I'm hearing? You know, it's probably... I found it. It's in Malaysia. They've bought units from Singapore in the past, and now they're being slaughtered by planes. So it's not entirely relevant. Alright, I just slaughtered a bunch of their units on the fucking border, and now I have to somehow kill what looks like 8 fucking garrisons on a military base on the border. That should be fun.